PlanetSide Arena launched into early access, and the Epic Game Store has an amazing free offering. All that and more. My name is Ethos, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First off in the news this week, a new competitive third-person shooter / monster hunting game entered into closed beta this past week. Titled Agents Biohunters, the game developed by PlayStar Games enters the rather limited testing phase on September the 22nd. Now that entire test period ran from noon Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. Now this is a game that combines the competitive hero shooter genre with monster hunting via PvP and PvE modes respectively. Players group up in teams of 3, choosing from 6 different playable characters. Now those looking to gain access to the game early, there are a few ways to do that. First, signups are available on the game's official website. Players can also purchase various founder packs there, ranging from the price of $25 to $100. Purchasing any of these packs guarantees access to all future test phases. Now it's important to note, however, that anyone wanting to join in on the beta will need to join the game's Discord channel. Well, it looks like this came out of seemingly nowhere. Now, we've all been a little bit skeptical of PlanetSide Arena's plan to launch with a fixed price, predicting that it would go free to play at some point after launch. Well, it looks like we were wrong because it is going free to play at launch. So technically, PlanetSide Arena is just in early access as of today, but that's effectively the same thing as launch when you're talking about a free to play game, which Arena apparently is. The game's Steam page and FAQ confirm the free-to-play news, and it's not just a temporary measure lasting until the game is launched. There is currently no plans to change pricing after early access. The launch that is scheduled for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One is planned for Q2 of 2020. Of course, plans can change, and they've obviously happened a few times for PlanetSide Arena, but for now, you can jump in and play the game for free, or pick up either the Recruit Edition for $20 or the Legendary Edition for $50, or both for $70. The editions come with 80 to 200 NS0 standard crates, respectively, loot boxes, which can contain cosmetic items such as weapons, armors, and vehicle skins, and mods, which offer situational perks and utility bonuses when equipped to armor or weapons. Now, it does seem that last bit does sound a little bit concerning. While the loot boxes can be earned through gameplay, and they do not affect the time to kill as stressed in the FAQ, offering game-affecting items in them can be a little bit of a slippery slope that Daybreak will need to exceedingly be careful about. Now, based on its many delays and its sudden switch to free-to-play, it seems that PlanetSide Arena probably does not have a whole lot of room for error. Now here's something pretty interesting. Apparently, a brand new post-apocalyptic MMO has been announced. Now this is inspired by Tarkovsky's 1979 film Stalker, as well as the Stalker games. You probably won't be surprised to discover that it's also named Stalker Online. The game, which features a large open world that has been meticulously detailed, will release on Steam in the fall. It takes place in a post-Soviet 90s desolate landscape. As would be expected of an MMO, it incorporates some RPG elements but allows players a bit of freedom when it comes to their playstyle, learning occupations, gaining reputation with factions, and participating in social aspects of the game. While the game is slated to release on Steam, those wanting to check it out will need to hit up the official website to register and download the game. Whether or not players will need to transfer to Steam once it's launched there hasn't been stated as of yet. Apparently, it's Batman week in the Epic Game Store, and players can get their hands on 6 Batman titles for free. This is crazy. So first, the site is offering the Batman Arkham Collection, which includes Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. And the other offering is for the Lego Batman trilogy. Now, both of these collections are listed at being worth $60 on the Epic Store. That said, if you do a check on Steam, you can get the Arkham games that are currently running for $5 each, as are the Lego Batman titles. It's not quite the $120 saving Epic has listed, but you're still getting $30 worth of games for absolutely free. As always, to snag your free games, all you need to do is to log on to your Epic Game Store account on the website or on their launcher. So last week we talked about the report by the UK government regarding loot boxes and their potential for regulation is making waves this week as well. In particular, it's RuneScape that's in the crosshairs, as the free-to-play MMORPG was called out a few times in reports for how it makes its money. In the section titled Financial Harms of Immersive Technologies, the writers of the report stated that they were contacted by a person whose adult son had racked up in excess of about $62,000 in debt by playing RuneScape. Another player confessed that he spent $1,500 over his 5 years of playing the game, which isn't too much if you really think about it, and that's give or take about $25 per month. So in total, Jagex told Parliament that it makes about 1/3 of its revenue from microtransactions. The company's director of player experience said that a player can potentially spend up to £1,000 a week or £5,000 a month, but that only one player had hit that limit over the past year. While some measures are in place to lock down accounts and prevent players from overspending, those must be initiated by the account holders. Now, in another section of this report, Jagex told Parliament that about quote-unquote 10% of RuneScape players purchase microtransactions, with an annual average of about £50 to £60. According to the report, Jagex also said that it supports mental health awareness, even going so far to include characters in their games from mental health charities so that players can ask questions and interact with them about issues regarding mental health. Now, is all of that enough? Maybe for 99% of players it is, but it's still that remaining audience, like the person who spent $62,000, that all the outreach programs in the world won't touch. And that moves us to the question of the week. Since Epic Games Store is giving away a lot of Batman games, let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite Batman title. Mine personally is Arkham City. And that's it for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name is Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.